2022 March Cheesesteak Madness, the judges bracket, first round action in the other counties region. In this video we have Don Giovanni's Classic Bakery versus Curly's Comfort Food. Tight match, good match. Alex and his trio of beauties do a great job. Long video, let's get right to it.
Good one.
Nikki's made her decision.
It was a good one. I have some notes on it.
All the judges have gone into a nice routine now. Take a bite, take a note, Nikki takes a drink. Nice.
Yeah, I like it. Slightly salty, but that's not a penalty for me. And a good amount of mushrooms.
Too bad you don't make ketchup to cover up the salt, huh?
I like the salt. I like to lean towards salty. But yeah, good flavor. Cheese was good, very good. Yeah.
Curly's Comfort Food, Levittown, PA, being judged at Second City Brewing.
March Cheesesteak Madness. We got Curly's. There you go. That's a nice bite for Stacy. Got cheese on her left. Yeah, you're loving that. Wait till you see this, Stacy. You're gonna be so happy. He's gonna be like Alex voting against you earlier. It seemed like nothing. He did it just for you, buddy.
I'll be sleeping on the couch.
I'm taking the heat off you. So we got Curly's. Judges room, right to bite and right to score. Judges put your finishing touches on Curly's. Feel good about it?
I feel good about it. I know which way I'm going. I know what direction I'm taking this.
There you go. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people just start going and have no idea where it's going to end up.
I have a clear winner in my head.
I'm glad you came into this with an open mind that everybody had a fair chance.
Everybody had a fair chance.
If they started eating. Did Curly sneak some ketchup in there?
No, there's no ketchup. I made it through this entire challenge without putting ketchup on my cheesesteak.
March Cheesesteak Madness. First round. Got Don Giovanni versus Curly's. Take us away.
So we had Don Giovanni's first out of the two. The meat was seasoned very well. Had a nice peppery flavor, which I liked. Overall, there was good coverage of cheese. You got cheese in every bite. Not as creamy as some of the other ones, but it was very good. This is one that I got the most onions out of. It just had the most onion flavor to me. The one thing that I think would make this a next tier cheesesteak would be a little bit less dense roll. I think that they make the rolls in-house. Very good roll. If it was a dinner roll, I would eat it 6 days a week. Just needs to be a little bit softer for a cheesesteak.
Scoop.
Or scoop out so you have a little bit less of the density there. So overall, I really liked it. And then for Curly's, it was the largest cheesesteak out of the four that we had. There was a lot of meat on there. The roll was soft and chewy, and it ended up not being soggy after an hour plus, which was good. Meat was seasoned very well. I also think in addition to having the most meat, it probably had the most cheese. It's very cheese heavy. And then the mushrooms for that was probably the one that I feel like had the most mushroom flavor. Didn't have as much onions to me. I think that the onion flavor would pop a little bit more. It would work really well. So overall, it was very very good. Just the only thing I would improve on is the onions.
So for Don Giovanni's, the roll I thought was way too soft. It was falling apart a little bit. I just like a crispier on the outside of the roll and soft on the inside, but this was soft, too soft overall for my taste. The meat was okay. It wasn't overly flavorful. It needed just a little bit more seasoning, but it was not bad. I just like a little more seasoning. The cheese was very good. I could definitely get the cheesiness from it, and it was just a good balance of cheese. I can definitely taste the mushrooms, which were very good. Not overpowering, but you could definitely taste it. The onions, I thought, could be improved upon. I think that they didn't have enough of an onion flavor to me. I like cheesesteak that you can really taste the onions and the meat and the cheese, but the onions I did not find just enough of onions on there. The cheese and the mushrooms were very good, but as I said, the meat and the roll could be improved upon. And for Curly's, this edged out Giovanni's by just by a hair. I thought the roll was very good, seeded how I like, and just a nice balance of crispiness on the outside and chewiness on the inside. The meat was incredibly, just so much meat in the cheesesteak. If you were just going by the amount of meat, Curly's would hands down be the winner. I just wish it was seasoned a little more. I thought the meat was probably one of the least flavorful. The cheese was amazing. You could see the cheese right off the bat as it was the wrapper was undone, and the cheese flavor was very good. Again, not as much onion or mushroom flavor as I would like. Overall, the meat, onions, and mushrooms were a little lacking for me, but the combination was okay. It just didn't overwhelm me. I think the best part of this was the roll and the cheese.
For me, Giovanni's had a good roll. It looked hard, but it was deceiving. It was nice and soft. My only criticism is there's too much roll. So the bread to meat ratio was a little bit off balance. The bread, the meat was flavorful. There was good mushroom, but light on the onions. And the cheese was nice and creamy. It was a little bit on the salty side, but as my sister says, that's not a ding. It's not that bad. And I was not missing the ketchup on this one. So I thought it was a pretty good cheesesteak. And then for Curly's, we had a sturdy, soft roll, which was delicious. I found Curly's was packed with meat. It was like Alex said, the most meat forward, or packed with the most meat of all the cheesesteaks we tried today. And I thought it was pretty flavorful. It was really cheesy, so it was cheesy throughout the entire cheesesteak, and it's just creamy deliciousness there. The mushrooms were really good. They were cut nice and thick. You could see them, you could taste them. It wasn't overpowering, but it was really added to the flavor. And the onions were they were visible as well, and I could taste them. It wasn't overpowering. I thought overall it was a well-constructed cheesesteak.
Okay, so Giovanni's, I have, my notes are, the roll was soft. It was a lot of roll. The meat was tasty, but has slightly fried taste to it. Cheese was very good, prominent flavor. Visible mushrooms, leans to the salty side, which I like, so pluses for that. Curly's had a very good roll, a lot of meat. Depends on how much meat you can take, really, because Curly's has a lot.
That's a different.
Some of us don't eat that much meat.
That's a different website.
Very strong cheese flavor. What I really liked about Curly's is that the extras are on top. So the onions, cheese, mushrooms are on top. Pluses for that. My winner is Curly's on this round.
Curly's?
Curly's.
Curly's.
Curly's?
Yep.
Definitely Curly's, but only by a couple points.
Yeah, I'm Curly's as well. I think that if Don Giovanni's had a softer, less dense roll, it'd be very close. Both were really good. Curly's for me.